Hello everyone and welcome back to another race here in TTML F4 here in season 7, and we are headed to Silverstone in Britain for round 3 so far in this season. And last week we were at Circuit de Catalunya in Barcelona with Funky Chicken, who stepped in for Buck. Buck was down in Gran Canaria and enjoying himself down there, but he's back with us this week, and wow, I'm so happy for you. Welcome back. How was it?
Thank you. I'm back again. I missed you guys so much. I missed it. So, yeah, that was real fun. You guys are racing in Spain, and this week the superstars of Silverstone get ready.
Yeah, so Sean, I actually did a race here yesterday as I'm a reserve in F3. And like I can say one thing, we're going to talk about the sprint format soon, but it's a sprint weekend. So one-shot qualifying, I spin out in turn 1. Dry qualifying, I have wet setup and full throttle. I spin out, hit a wall, out. Start from P18, no P19. Then, in the sprint qualifying, we have rain. And on lap 2, in like not turn 1, but turn 2, we're turning left there, I take a too much curve and I hit the grass. At 260 kilometers per hour, my car starts spinning, or I lose my rear end. I try to steer it up, and I go into the wall, and I'm out again in lap 2. So then I start P18 for the main race, but I managed to climb back up to P9 on track and P7 after penalties.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah, that's nice.
So, yeah, I guess you're one of these guys that just love Silverstone, right?
Silverstone is a historic track. It's amazing. I've always loved it. Sometimes it can be a little hard to drive, and it does need some practice, especially with the track limits. But except from that, yes, I love
Yeah, I
it.
think it's one of the tracks where we get a lot of action. I mean, there's so many really nice places for overtaking on all of the sectors. So I think that makes it great fun to race on. So let's hope we have something fun to watch tonight.
It was amazing yesterday, both in the rain and dry. We had some amazing racing, both in F2 and F3. We see Bradley is in the chat already. Welcome, welcome, Bradley. Bradley, who drives the Ferrari, and I'm not sure.
Hello, Bradley. Hello.
I don't
Give
remember
us your
so
predictions.
much from the last race, but Bradley currently P10 in the championship, driving his Ferrari. He has a strong race pace, but and he has a great qualifying pace, but he does a little too many mistakes in the race and lose down. But he also is also really good at getting back up. And over to the standings, the top 3 drivers, or I think there's like up to 10 drivers in the division that can battle for the championship. But right now, Storm 72 UK in the Mercedes, 45 points. Titki Kermit in the Mercedes as well, 45 points. NSR Royal in the Ferrari, 43 points. That's the top 3. And then it's followed by 37 points, 28, 27, 25, 24, 24, 21, 21. And yeah, so it's a close field here, and we have the Mercedes dominating so far, having 90 points here. Scuderia Ferrari P2 64 points, and McLaren only 3 points behind them again. And further down, you can see Aston Martin 35 points, Alfa Romeo 33, Red Bull 33. And another news: one of the Red Bull drivers have quit racing, and that is DRA Storm. He is done with the racing for this time.
Why? What's going on?
I'm not totally sure. But we have 16 drivers out on track with us tonight, and we're just gonna commentate the driver we get put on as we. You just in a one shot you'll just go on automatically with a driver. Mer Eple in the chat, which is Atlas Copo. Hello guys, make a good show first. Oh yeah, we will, as we are gonna get into the one shot qualifying, which means the drivers get one shot to do this. In validation, it's over. We are with Jansu in the Williams for his first lap here around Silverstone, one of the most historic tracks in the sport and in motorsport generally. Down towards turn 3 right now, which I think is Abbey maybe, or Farm.
He's attacking this, really. He's driving this red.
Yeah, he's trying currently P2 up here in front with his villain's teammates out on the Velling straight. DRS is open and there's good overtaking possibilities here down towards Brooklyn's turn 6. And if I ever were to go to Formula 1 race at Silverstone, I would be sitting at the right here or on the outside of Luffield and Wood, maybe or the outside of Woodcote. I would be sitting because you can see all the way down towards Cops, you can see Wellington Straight and so much here. Now going down towards turn 9, Cops. We do not want to see any Hamilton Verstappen moments here tonight. Jansu! And Jansu invalidated.
Oh my god!
Jansu has invalidated. We'll go to Kermit is currently on top now through Maggots, Beckett's, through Chapel, turn 14, on Hanger Straight. Here we have DRS again and overtaking possibilities for the drivers in the race. And down towards Stowe in turn 15. Important for the drivers not to exceed track limits here because there is possible to do that without invalidating or warnings, and we will be taking an extra look at that on this track. Down into turn 16, 17 and 18 through Club out on the start-finish straight, and pole position goes to TT Kermit, 127.2 and 4/10 down to P2 maximum attack. Wow.
Yeah, that was nice to driving.
Amazing done. To everyone watching, welcome. Remember to follow us if you haven't done that, as we recently started streaming here on Twitch with some of the races. Hope you are all having a wonderful evening, and only 9 drivers ended up setting a time. 15 people watching us only now. Welcome everyone. I've forgotten to open my monster. Don't have to do that, that's important. So, do you want to take us through the result then, Buck?
We have TTG Kermit in first place. Nice driving around and really nice to attack there. And maximum attack in second place. Axel third. And then OWR Atlas Scopo in fourth place with the Norwegian flag. Then the Dragon. We have Camerals, the amazing Camerals. Jamie in sixth place. Passels, one of the favourites in seventh. And another Dragon, Benjamin in eighth. Storm 72 leading the total overall. Then we've got Zonnefeld, we have Kiki, we have Jansu, who crashed out there unfortunately, Sygate, got Ivar, Roygard, and Bradley.
Yeah, and Ferrari having a master plan here, starting P15 and P16, as Bradley's in the chat saying. Many people with invalidation there, and a few who crashed out. But now over to the sprint qualifying. So basically, we just had a one-shot qualifying. Now we're getting into a 25% race, which is overcast, not rain. I was actually hoping for rain because that would be drama, as we remember from we remember Imola last season. That was amazing. So yeah, a third and lap race here now, which will set the grid for the 50% race. So top 10 here will have to start on the tires they qualified on now, and in the official race it's 3 tire choice for everyone. In this race it's mandatory pit stop, but if there's rain it's not.
Yeah,
so
we want people's predictions. We want anybody looking in. We want their predictions. Give us predictions for the quick race here.
We'll sit on board with Kermit meanwhile. As I talked a little bit about the track on a hot lap, we can just watch it for now and talk a little bit about our podium. And as you guys in chat can give us your prediction. We have TTK Kermit. He's currently leading or tied on points, on 45 points, with his teammate Storm. We got Kermit currently P1, or we're going to start P1 in his sprint qualifying, which is really great for him, having a great starting position. His teammates, which is tied on points with him in the championship, and they two are leading. He's P9. Storm will have a job to do here, as we have Jamie, Kiki, and Ivor Bryn Mike starting on the medium. Except from that, everyone is on soft.
We got 3 guys starting on the medium. We've got the dangerous guy, Ivor Breen Mike on medium. He's a great driver.
Yes, he is. But as we're going through Cups now, what is your podium prediction in this sprint qualifying, or top 3 prediction for the race?
Oh my god! Okay, I'm gonna definitely go. Okay, I'll go outsiders. I'm like an outsider guy, so I'm gonna go for Roygard because he's starting right at the back. I will definitely go for Passels because he's just Mr. Reliable, and I have to go for the one, the only Camerals. He's gonna do it.
I'm gonna say if Kermit can keep that pace he had in qualifying, take a pole position with almost 4/10, I'm gonna put him on top of the podium or pole position for the official race. And in P2, I think we'll get Atlas Coppo. There is a really Scuderian driver, or stable is in English, because Scuderian is
if he's actually started in 4th, he's practiced a little.
Yeah, so Atlas Coppo P2, and the one and only Dragon P3 cam rules. So Kermit, Atlas Coppo, cam rules. I think that's what we're gonna be. So, for all of you watching, if you haven't followed us yet, do that. Click the notification bell. Really appreciate it. The last cars are getting back on the grid. We are watching the first 4 drivers here in our camera, and a little bit of cameras as well. Kermit on pole position, maximum attack now quite on his side. The lights are on, and we have 3, 4, 5 red lights. And they're out, and we are here racing now. Who gets the better start? It looks like Kermit has a really solid start here, taking the lead, or keeping the lead immediately. I mean, further down the field, not so much position change. Passel, Campbell. Campbell's have had a bad start, dropped a few positions, and Maximum Attack is trying to attack Kermit. Oh, no. Maximum Attack takes a little too much trouble and almost been there and coming.
Way off to the right.
Gotta be careful with entry there, almost 3 wide. Now, Maximum Attack battling with Jamie. Jamie, who has big news. Jamie has left NSR, and it's now it's Jamie driving P4 on the medium tires.
It's Jamie, it's a cool name.
I like it. But of course I'm still sad that he left. But he's battling now.
Ødegaard has moved up now to 12th place. Oh, Ødegaard out of the race! He's out of the race!
Oh, no. We got it on camera. That was a massive crash there between Sonwell and Ødegaard. Both in the wall, loses their front wheel, and that's over. Safety car.
I mean, we only got 13 laps and we got 2 cars out straight away. I'm gonna have a safety car. What's going on? That was not expected. But
you wanna know what I would have done now? If I were on the soft tires, I'll pit for medium. If I was on the medium, I go for soft. It's a 25% race. The tire wear on this track in general is not high, and in a 25% race, it's not high at all. So even the medium drivers could pit for soft, and they will have to do a pit stop anyway. So taking the pit stop now, wouldn't be that. Maximum Attack goes in. Atlas Coppo goes in. Camels goes in. There are a few ones pitting, and I think that's actually very smart now, because of course it's a long pit as well. I think it's about 32 seconds or something. So basically,
this puts Ivar out on soft as well.
Yeah. So the ones who start on soft pitting now, pitting for mediums, they are going to have it very easy. Of course, the drivers start on medium, pitting for soft. They will go to the end, of course, but they're probably going to feel a little more at the end, I can imagine. But they won't be bad. And of course, they save it now because they have a safety car. So now they just have to stay on everyone until everyone in front of them pits, which is top 5: Benjamin, Passel, Jamie, Axel, and Kermit, because they will have to pit later. And this is the longest pit in the game. So these guys, they are counting on a safety car later in the race. As Roy is in the chat saying, well, that was nice. Well, what a start there.
Yeah, what a start. I mean, I was just looking at Rygaard going back through the field and thinking, okay, Rygaard is moving nicely up through the field. But was he hit from behind, or what happened?
I'm not sure. I looked on very late, and of course on Citrus Stream and Twitch I can't go back on the stream and take a look. But so I didn't see it, because as you talked about him, I was going down the field switching to him, and the first thing I saw was Sonwell and Rygaard just smashing into the wall.
Well, that's a pity for Rygaard, and I mean, what we want is at the top of the overall championship. We just love it when it's really when it's close, when there's not much distance between the guys. We want as many as possible to be close, so that the positions can keep changing. So hopefully this will not affect Rygaard for the later race.
So we have Aston Martin in the lead, actually. The Aston Martin safety car being out on track now, and of course in the game they do as in real life, they switch from the of course it's a different track where the Mercedes safety car is there, and then the Aston Martin safety car, and on Britain it is the Aston Martin one, as Benjamin goes into the pit as well now.
Do you still predict Kermit on the podium? He hasn't stopped.
Well, since he didn't pit, I'm really unsure, because I'm like, take it if it were the Canada track that we just did in TNRL. That's a log pits I think it's 60 seconds or something. And there it was a lot of talk about the strategies on that track. Thinking about that 10 laps.
Oh no, Sygate and Bradley got crashed.
Oi.
Bradley's out. He's out. He crashed into the back of Sygate. Oh
Oi.
no.
What happened?
Oh.
Oi. Benjamin
Yeah.
goes for hard, by the way. Okay. Was it? I didn't see it.
I was on board with, I don't know who I was on board. I was on board with somebody, and I saw, like, I'm pretty sure that Sygate, he was like keeping his tires warm, and I mean that's what it looked like. The Bradley just went straight into the back of him and crashed. The Sygate probably got some damage on his car there.
Both of the Ferraris out of this race, not looking good for them tonight, as they will be starting there in the race after this qualifying, or this sprint qualifying.
We want to inform all newbies out there that crashing under the safety car is not recommended.
No.
Definitely not.
What I was talking about is that, of course, Canada, you can do, if you're on 2-stop and the others are 1-stop, you be soft for the last 10 laps, then you can catch in on them as it's a short pit. But at this pit, it is 32 seconds long, 32, 33, something like that. Kermit is never going to catch in on that again. He will need a safety car later in the race. So, yeah, top 4: Pastel, Jamie, Axel, and Kermit. Right now, it's not looking promising for them. And I'm really surprised by Benjamin's choice. I think it's not on the softs, so I can understand why he thinks it's a gamble on the mediums, but still, it's a 25% race, and this track is not bad on the tire wear. So Benjamin on hard tires, interesting one. But safety car is in this lap. Kermit is going to take safety car start here, or the start, and I'm waiting. And there, Campbell goes into the pit. That's something must have happened with him as well. He maybe crashed into someone. He pitted earlier.
Kermit goes.
Yeah, but it doesn't get a best start here because Axel is right on the back.
He's right on him.
Oh, Axel there had a little bit of sliding. That's Jamie and Passel right behind him as well. Oh, there's a yellow flag. I think that's Key did lose some position, and I can see some dirt on his tires. Now then, Storm on Atlas Coppo. I think we can see an overtake. Storm using his ERS. He's with a medium tire. He have pitted, but he can't get close enough. He wants to do it. He really wants to do it. And look at Maximum Attack. He's right behind him, also wanting this P6 here.
Man, look at Passels, Mr. Reliability Passels. He's always lying around for 4th, 5th place. He just has this like really nice skill to stay in competition.
Real wide.
Axel went way off left there.
Oh, Maximum and Storm. Oh, they almost went side by side into Maggots here.
Axel is struggling. Jamie was all over there. Axel had a totally terrible line into the corners there.
Yes, and we have to, while watching this fight here for P2, let's talk about Passel, because we have commented him for a long time. And oh, Maximum Attack sending it on the inside of Storm. And it gets past. But then Passel, at the start of last season, or we have commentated 2 last seasons together, I think. And 2 seasons ago, he was like a midfielder. And then in the start of last season, he wasn't a top 5, but it could be top 10. So I talked about it in the Discord here another day. Passel have improved a lot.
Yeah, he definitely has.
This season F4, of course, we're not F5 anymore, as that has been removed, so we're not enough drivers for that. But again, Passel has just improved so much, and hat off for him, because he used to be maybe top 10 2 seasons ago in F5, Division 5, and now he's here in F4. Fighting for a podium, of course, now without pit stop for him, but still, it's just sad to see how much he have improved.
Yeah, it's really
from
good. What position did he come last week?
Great question. I don't remember actually.
I'm guessing 4th place. Oh no, he's out there, Axel's out.
Aye. Out of cups there. He's been. I think he have avoided the wall actually.
He was struggling there. He was struggling in the previous lap. He went way out left on the same corner. And it seemed, he's all over the place now.
But look at this, Atlas Coppo is basically leading this race because the three drivers in front of him will have to pit. But the thing is that he has maximum attack behind him on medium, and he has many other drivers behind him on medium. But Ivor, P3, after the drivers in top have pitted. Oh no, Atlas Coppo, no! Atlas Coppo's around! Oh, commentator curse! No! Oh, come on!
Okay, actually goes into the pit now as well. I mean, I agree. Ivor Mike, that guy Ivor Mike, he understands tactics. We've seen him driving before, and he's shown to have a good head on his shoulders, a good strategy. He seems to be sitting really nice right now. Oh man, he's closing maximum attack, something serious. It looks like Ivor Mike has got a good setup in that car, because he wasn't using his battery, and you see him on maximum attack there.
Oh, on the outside, not toward the cops. Oh, we don't have great experience from this real life, but he does back out the McLaren driver.
Yeah,
but now
get him on the straight now.
But remember, these guys, they are battling for the leading position, the victory here, as the three in top. Kermit, Jamie, and Pastor will have to pit. Here, maximum attack. Ivor, Storm, Saget, Jansu, they are fighting.
You could see that Ivor had the soft air going through the corners, that he had a much smoother line than maximum attack.
Yeah, we can also see in chat Roygard saying, Pariah, remind me not to start lost again. Remind me of that.
Well, you aren't starting. You come back again.
Well, Roygard, you aren't starting lost. You're starting P15, so second lost.
Yeah, it could be worse, man.
Could be worse, but now then.
Maximum attacks are way off there. Ivor is looking strong now. He really is. And Pastels is, again, he just slid up to third place. Pastels is one of those guys like, hey guys, I'm just going to keep moving up through the field if that's okay.
Yeah, Jamie has closed in a little bit on Kermit. He was maybe a second behind earlier. Now it's only 4 tenths. He has DRS, he has ERS to use, and he is closing in on a Mercedes driver. Mercedes and Red Bull, I'm a little bit scary. It's a little bit scary to watch this one, thinking about what happened here in 2021. So let's hope these two are not driving Hamilton and Verstappen's car. But Jamie is not close enough to do anything right now. But maybe
we're halfway through the race now. We're halfway through it. We're on lap 7 of 13. And,
Jamie goes wide.
He goes wide. He's struggling maybe on the side. You see several of the cars going wide left there. I mean, and you can see the path that Jamie's taking. He's braking way too much through those corners.
Yeah. But now then, 3.5 tenths behind Kermit. DRS is open. He is using his ERS. He is closing in. Is this enough? Is he gonna go for it? He's not. Look at Ivor.
Yeah, he
beautiful.
Just flies past Pastels.
Ivor wants this pole position in the race. Remember, guys, even though this is a race in the game, of course, this is the sprint qualifying.
Yeah, so, they get points. They're getting points here anyway.
Top 7 gets points. I can try to see Ray Meter in the chat. Editor driver in F2 here, as Ivor goes really fast now, and it doesn't look like anyone can stop him tonight. I'm gonna get the point system here, as I don't remember it exactly. In sprint qualifying, first place 10 points, second place 8 points, third place 6, fourth place 4.5 place, fifth place 3 points, sixth place 2 points, and seventh place 1 point. Oh my god, that's hard reading.
What about Roygard? How many points does he get?
No one.
Sorry, man.
Raymond and Roygard, and I'm not sure. I'll just call you Jay. Welcome, everyone. Hope you're having a wonderful Friday evening. And Axel getting a terrific time penalty now. 17 viewers. Remember to follow. Remember to share the stream with friends and family and everyone you know. And look at Jamie now. He's much closer to Kermit than earlier now. Kermit gets a little bit better exit here in Chapel, but now then, I don't think he can defend from Jamie, but both of them will soon have to go in the pit.
Yeah, they will. Mike can just sit back there and wait, even though he's used a lot of his ERS battery to catch up with them. They're going to go in. Yeah, Kermit goes in.
But Jamie and Pastel goes in the pit. So Jamie still has to pit though.
Yeah, I hope he knows.
Yeah, I hope he knows.
Can somebody tell Jamie he has to pit?
Mike said, looking stronger, and again, here's what I was talking about. It's 4 laps to go, or 5 with this one. what are Passel, Kermit, and Jamie gonna do? They're gonna come so far behind. I think they really lost it with not pitting it on the safety car.
Yeah, it was strange. I mean, we just hope that they understood the rules that they had to. Sometimes the guys haven't read up the rules, but whose fault is that? Whose fault is that?
Sure. Storm going on maximum attack now into Brooklyn side by side.
He got it. Yeah, he
maximum
got it.
attack, awesome defending there. As you see, Raymond says, welcome to the party, mate. Got DNF and DSQ yesterday, so hopefully you at least can get some points in the main race. Storm and maximum attack side by side into Cups. Storm backs out there in the last, but he will get the DRS at the hangar straight then. But oh my god, I just looked at maximum attack. He almost have 90 in ERS, while Storm only have 35.
That's true. Saigai just picked up another penalty there. Saiget's had a bit of a tough race. Here goes Storm on maximum attack.
On the outside end, but maximum attack, he doesn't give up. He defends Stolen. Oh, he actually has to go wide there. That's a real tricky one, I gotta say. Defending it.
Jamie's into the pit.
Jamie's a bit. It's hard racing. It is just hard racing. But if that were to happen more times, I'm a little bit skeptic to that, because of course you do push the other driver a little bit, and of course you have to go off track as well. So
okay, man, I gotta say something. We've talked Passels up, we've lifted the guy up, and we've talked about his good tactics in racing. But the guy's in 12th place. What's going on?
Yeah, he had to pit, you know.
I know.
He didn't pit.
We gotta talk him down again. Passels, what the heck are you doing, man? This isn't cool.
But now then, Storm and maximum attack, they're fighting for the second place or second starting position in this race, or they're basically fighting for the last place or the first row of the race here. Both on medium tires, 7.5 old tires, and then they have a 3.5 second gap down towards Jansu. Mike then having a great lead, one of the dragons. I don't remember what name I gave him. I've forgotten all of those, and I think I'm gonna forget them all season long.
Man, I think through these corners, maximum attack and Storm 72, you can really see how number one, if they practice, and two, how the tire conditions are. And maximum attack there going through a little bit more careful than Storm going through.
As the viewers are increasing up to 21 now. Happy to see so many here. Me, Enza Fryer, and TTML will take you guys through this evening. And of course, remember to follow for more racing on the channel, as we have started streaming more here. You can also go on YouTube, League Racing TV, where there will also be some of our streams.
Yes, we want more than 21,000 people in viewing us here, so spread the love, spread the links.
See,
Maximum
Ray Meter
Attack still keeping it going, second place.
Ray Meter asking, is Maximum Attack Maxi-Sime? And that's something we have to mention. I'm not sure you have heard that, but Maxi-Sime is not on track today. And for everyone watching and for your back, that is because he is no longer a F4 driver. He got disqualified in Spain for a safety car glitch or something happened, and he got promoted to F3. Everyone saw his pace, and it was just amazing. Everyone talked about, guys, he had to move up, so he got moved up to F3.
That's cool.
That's really cool, yeah. So Mike decided not only here.
What's going on? What happened?
Axel, I think, in turn 1. That's fun.
Oh, maximum attack onto the grass there, out of the corners, onto the grass. Manages to keep it in, but Storm 72, he can pass him if he wants now.
Okay, he can, but I still can't get it done. Saget and Jansu. Saget both Jansu, but Saget have a penalty. Jansu doesn't have, so he doesn't have to fight too hard. Oh, Jansu almost losing the car there also.
Nice recovery there from Max Tech. What do we say about Ivor Mike in the lead? He's almost got a 3-second gap now. Nice, impressive start by him. Definitely must be one of the favourites. Oh, maximum attack goes off! He's out of the track! Oh, no! He's going to get serious. Yeah, he's going to get serious damage there. He's going to fall way down.
I didn't see it. That was with Jansu.
Totally unforced error. Went way off. Just slid off the track.
But he have 2.7 seconds at the side gate, and Said have a penalty. His challenge now is Jansu, and we're in the second last lap. Do you think he's gonna pit?
Struggling.
He's struggling, yeah, but he will lose even more by pitting. Because then he will...
that's true, but...
Let's take a look at the leader gap. He is 6 now, he would be all the way down to P12 or something.
Yeah, respect to Storm, because he was patient. He was just pouring the pressure onto Maximum Attack, like, I'm right behind you the full time, and in the end it paid off. It's really tough to look in those rear view mirrors and see that somebody's on the left, on the right, just pushing all the time. So in the end, Maximum Attack, I'm sorry man, but you can't handle the pressure.
So here Saya's already on the back, but again, if Maximum Attack is going to lose more positions than if he just stays out. But
Saya's going to get him now.
Saya's going to try to... Oh no! Sai gets into Maximum Attack. Maximum Attack going a little bit slow, of course, because of the wing damage, and that makes Sai get wing damage as well. He's not pitting. He's gonna. I think it's only gonna lose these 2 positions, and Atlas Cope and Keegan are gonna close in, but I don't think they will get him. So I see. I wouldn't have pitted either.
No, it just depends if because Maximum Attack is really. He's got some serious braking issues going on there, so he's really driving really erratic all over the track. So it might cause a collision with Jansu.
What we have to remember is that he can still get the P5, which is a few points here in the sprint qualifying, and a great starting position for the race. If he pitted, he would start P12, and of course it's understandable that he stays out, but it's defending really hard, and it's still not want to give up. But as Copo and the other drivers behind, they're closing in a lot as well. So Maximum Attack, he is struggling.
Yeah, he's going to fall down to 8th place maybe. He's going to lose a lot of. He's going to lose a couple of seconds on the hangar straight here.
Yeah, and of course remember, top 7 is points. You have Saigate and Kiki with penalty, but look here at Scopo. It's looking so much to get past before Magnus and Beckett's. I think. Magnus doesn't want to give up on that. But he can still get P7 even if Kiki passes. Kiki have a penalty, and Maximum is struggling. If he can keep on him, he can still get P6 then.
Man, Ivor Mike has won the sprint race.
I didn't notice. I was busy watching
nice driving. Storm comes in 2nd place.
Well done from the top drivers, but take a look.
Jansu comes in 3rd place. Saigate comes in.
Oh, Kiki spins. And Benjamin on the inside of Maximum. Maximum jumps up to P5. 89,000.
4th place. Saigate falls down to 6th place because he's our time penalty king, and Benjamin in 7th place.
But look at this, we knew of course that Saigate had a 30-second time penalty, and Maximum Attack, he got it by 89 thousandths of a second.
That's not much time.
A Ray Meter in the chat, nice entertainment while I'll destroy my pizza. That's good to hear, mate. That's good to hear.
And in 8th place, it's Jamie. 9th place, who you predicted on the podium. It's Kermit, because he messed up his pit stop. And then we have Camerons, who I predicted on the podium in 10th place. Then we've got 11th, Kiki. 12th, Passels. What the heck? What's going on? You were like supposed to be climbing your way up through the race. And 13th, we have Axel. I mean, everybody just kept changing positions in that race.
Yeah, and something I really like to see is the chat. It's so active, and we have a lot of viewers, and that's what we like, because on YouTube we didn't have that much, but here we're on 19 viewers most of the time, almost 20, and we have many people in the chat. So really love that. Keep it active here, and now we're gonna get into the race really soon. So we want your guys' top 3 prediction.
Yes, we do, and it's okay if you say Dragon, you want the Welsh flags on the podium. So where did Rygaard end up there? Only joking!
So now we have the grid here. We have Ivor going from P14 to P1 with a strategy. Let's add a false up to race. Driver of the day in sprint, of course.
Yeah, you can get that.
P2 we have Storm going from P9 to P2, so he also did a great strategy. Same with Jansu, P12 to P3. So top 3 drivers, well done. Atlas Copo keeping that P4 for the race. Maximum Attack P5 with wing damage on the second last lap. Then we have Saya P6, Venom P7, Jamie P8, Kermit P9, Camels P10, Kiki P11, Pascal P12, Axel P13, Bradley 14, Roger 15, and Sonville P16. Those three didn't finish either. And I just noticed that the Mercedes drivers just switched positions. Oh no, not switch. No, sorry, almost switched position. But you see, look, Ray Meter with the first prediction: Mike, Storm, Atlas. And he also predicted that Jamie gets it, and we're going to get a DNF.
Well, that was a fun race.
Qualifying, mate.
Yeah, that was a fun qualifying.
Yeah, that was a fun qualifying. And last season at France and Imola, we had sprint races as well, and I only have good memories from that. So this sprint races here are wonderful. And to the Mercedes drivers who have read it up, please don't do that, as Jamie will have to set up the grid manually. So for the drivers reading up, please don't do that. It will give more pressure for Jamie. So Roy, now where it says Roy got P1. Interesting choice there.
Interesting.
So, what are your predictions for the race?
Okay, should I go with what my brain says or with my heart?
Your heart.
What do you want? With my heart, then we have okay. In Pastels we trust. Pastels definitely on the podium. Camerals definitely on the podium, and I'm going to go really crazy here, okay? This is like way far out, because this is going to be a miracle if this guy ends on the podium, because he just loves getting penalties. That's Seigate. So those are my three. What about you?
P1, Mike. P2, Maximum Attack. P3, Storm. And also, important, how many finishers? That is important to predict, because we saw last season's with how many retirements we had in the race. It was really fun to start predict how many drivers we'd have to the end. Thinking about the track, you can little spin out in many of these corners. I have experience from yesterday, sadly. So I would say we will get 12 or 11 drivers to the finish tonight.
That many?
Yes. What are your thoughts? Roy got to think 5, Bradley think 2.
It's like we're starting with 16. Okay, let's go half, and then it'll be 8. And then they're gonna. It's Silverstone. It's not like Azerbaijan, so it can't be 8. So okay, I say 9.
I see. So, bum. We're just waiting for Jamie to set up the lobby, and then we will get ready to racing. So, yeah, Bradley says it's only him and Roy are going to finish, and Roy totally agrees with that. Ferrari Marshall plan. And Atlas Copo says happy with P4 after that spin. Think 10 finish, 12 if he thinks that there will be 10 finishes and 12 if wet race.
Did Røygaard say that he's gonna finish the race?
I hope so.
Yeah. I mean, he didn't do that impressive like right now. So.
Probably. I'm gonna share the stream a little bit more places.
Yes, people, share the stream.
Share the stream. Tra-la-la-la-la. And that right there is the proof that I am not gonna sign up on any Got Talent programs. So now then, see, Ferrari lost to first, says Roygaard. So let's see then if the Ferraris can do a master plan, starting second and third last after having a master planning the races. Roy got out on the first lap and behind the safety car. I think Bradley said in Discord that it suddenly stopped in front of him, and he had to just go on the brakes or stop on the brakes. As Jamie says in the chat, we are ready, and we are ready as well, Buck, aren't we?
We're so ready, and I gotta say that Jamie's name, okay, it was a pity that he changed, but it's Jamie is a really cool name.
Ba, 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 ba.
We are ready for Silverstone. Is Silverstone ready for us? We have the most dynamic drivers in TTML. Let's go. Okay, rain or not, what do you think?
Rain. Yesterday, F3 had race in the sprint qualifying, and F2 had rain in the race. Someone will forget her setup, Jamie says, and I totally agree
let's
with
hope.
that.
Let's hope that's Ivor Mike, because he's too fast. He's got. Ivor Mike, can you forget your setup, please?
I love how commentators are supposed to be neutral, and then they have us too. And I do not know who that is who just joined the lobby Ren's race. I've never seen him before. Let's hope it doesn't mess up the lobby.
Here we go. Here we go.
Oh, it's raining! It is raining!
No, it's
Let's
raining.
go!
Cats and dogs, everyone.
Okay, Jamie says the guy who joined the spectating. That's good to hear. 21 viewers, and we will have a wet race, guys. So do not go away because this is gonna be one people for show.
Yeah, I mean,
True
like
wet race. Bradley says in the chat. Remember setup, guys. Oh my God, mate! Imola last season sprint. You remember? That was rain as well.
Yeah, we just saw what happened in the sprint qualifying now. I mean, the guys were sliding off left and right, and now we've got a slippy track. So, he's just left the session or spectator.
Well,
look at that rain.
We love it. We love it. It's gonna be drama. I have to change my prediction for how many finishers. I'll change it down to 8.
Okay, I'm gonna go up. I'm gonna say 10.
Okay, maybe 8 was a little low, so 10 here as well.
No, we can't have the same. Okay,
then I can switch. 9 finishers.
Okay, then I go 8. 8 finishers in the rain.
Prediction, a bold prediction, huge crash out of turn 1/2 between
/3/4.
Yeah, sector 1.
Yeah.
Look at this rain. It's so beautiful.
Somebody's going to brake way too hard under a safety car as well. Not to mention names, Cygate, but somebody might do it.
And Roy got in the chat, no!
Yeah, he loves the rain. He's actually got a really good chance to be a driver of the day here at Øygarden. Where's he starting? Let me see. First, no. Second, no. Third, no. Oh, 15th! 15th he's starting, so he can get driver
Jamie
of the day.
says 20 minutes of rain, and Raymond, your comment, I would love to say it, but I gotta be a little bit careful here. But on the track, yeah, I agree.
Yes. But, I mean, 20 minutes of rain is over half the race anyway, and if this is full rain, so we've definitely we're not going to get onto slicks anyway.
So, yeah. I think my prediction was Mike, maximum attack, Storm for top 3.
Oh,
Zero stop strategy.
Scopo starts in 4th place again, which is cool to see.
And he says zero stop strategy, but Jamie says 20 minutes of rain, and then Atlas Scopo says zero stop strategy, and that is because if it's raining the whole race, you don't have to pit. Actually, that's one of the rules.
Yeah, that's true.
If you can't go to them, and on this track, I think the wet tires can do a 50% race without having to pit.
Yeah. But we have to give a big shout out to Atlas Scopo with the Norwegian flag. And who do we miss? We miss Smitsky!
No longer driving here in TTML, but Bradley is the driver waiting for.
We put Smitsky into Hall of Fame.
Yeah. Okay, 20 minutes of heavy rain. So there will be raining more, but then light. Bradley back on the grid, and we will get ready for another race start. This time we'll go on board with Storm to see the race start of him and Mike. The lights are on. We got the 4 and 5 red lights. They're on, and it's lights out, and away we go for the race. It's a rare wet start, and it's a lot of wheel spin. And Storm gets a great here, but look at Atlas Copel as well, having a great start there, right here on the back of Mike now. Max for attack as well, getting past Atlas Copel. Storm taking the lead, then battling behind here with Cygate and Atlas Copel. I see Cygate now on the inside, and he gets that position. Jamie on the outside of Atlas Copel. So at the first, Atlas Copel had a very good start, but then he did lose a little bit.
Oh, somebody went off. It's Kiki went way off the track, either turn 4 or something. But what a great start by the field. It was like everybody was pretty careful through those first couple of corners.
Yeah, look at Jansen, Atlas Copel. Oh, Atlas Copel having to go off track there a little bit. And as you said, Kiki has spun around and the start. Roy got up to P11, right to the back of Benjamin. And look behind him, Passel, Bradley, Axel. They're all fighting here for P12. And oh wow, beautiful racing. Oh, Pastel's gonna have to go off track. He's gonna try to stay on the outside of Bradley, but can't get any space there.
It's here that we're going to see some action in this track. The guys battling for position on the first lap of 26 and going through the corners. They got to be, they got to be a little bit careful in this type of weather. Get used to the track, get used to the tires. This is totally different than the sprint qualifying.
It is, and this race is going to be so interesting. Look at Atlas Copel on the outside of Jansu into Stowe. Can't take it. Oh, he wanted to go for the switchback, but he didn't plan it. He did go a little bit too early on the throttle, but look now, he's going to try it into the last corners. Can't get it there. Jansu breaks really late defending.
Benjamin spins around.
Benjamin around.
Benjamin hit somebody there and spin around, but I think he's okay.
Jansu has been around as well. And
Passels moves up to 11th. Rygaard has got an amazing start, up 7 places from the start.
Many drivers have spun, the one behind Jansen, Benjamin, Kiki and Carroll have some stuff going on in the start for them.
But what about Storm?
Yeah, I was just going to mention it. Storm almost having a 3-second lead already in 1 lap.
I don't know what happened to Ivor Mike, but he lost the lead, and he's almost 3 seconds behind that.
I think Storm ate some porridge for dinner. Of course, he's
I
driving
think
the
Ivor
Mercedes.
Mike's trying to make it exciting, and we still have 16 drivers in the race after 2 laps.
That's
okay, after 1.5 laps.
Yeah.
Let's not get too optimistic here.
let's not celebrate too early.
Yeah.
So, a great start for many of them. Maximum attack right to the back of Mike now. We can take a look at position changes as well. As you mentioned, Roy got up 7 places, Bradley 5, Axel 3, Pastel 1, Sunwell 4, Kermit 2, Cygate 1, Jamie 4, Maximum attack 2, and Storm 1. Drivers have lost most is Jansen with 10, Benjamin with 7, Kiki with 4, and Camels with 6 positions.
Camrils, he needs to get focused there.
So, last season championship winner in F5 is battling with Maximum Attack, and I think it just got past Maximum Attack in last corners there. Jamie, what a guy.
It's Jamie in 3rd place.
It's a great driver here, as we see. A bot in the chat, I think, so we're just going to ignore that one. But Jamie and Maximum Attack getting back with Jamie, back to 3rd place. But look at Jamie, gets a much better exit, and he's going to be on the inside now. Oh. We got a yellow flag, that's Kiki, I think. Kiki with a penalty as well. Jamie not getting the attack on Maximum Attack.
A really great start by Rygaard as well. Kermit seems to be a little bit struggling in the rain because Rygaard is closing him down pretty fast now.
It is. Rain is not the Frog's favourite, but still in P7.
And then we have Atlas Copel. He's lost 2 places, but at the front of the field, I mean, Storm is leading by 3.5 seconds.
This is so...
In the rain, that's...
oh, look at Jamie Max for attack! There, what a battle we're getting from.
Oh!
Oh, maximum attack there.
He almost lost
skid.
it, but Sygate's going to
now.
sneak up past maximum attack as well. There he
He's
goes.
gonna go on his side. Oh, he's gonna try and get past. Is he past? Oh, maximum attack has to go wide, and he does get a penalty as well.
Yeah, he did. He was pushed really wide there. There wasn't a lot of space to try to keep that, but he kept it, but he got the penalty.
Oh, Sygate.
Nice save, Sygate.
Wow, beautiful.
Maximum attack also sliding left, right here.
And it's so much race now, and Sygate's rear end is sliding all over the place as Roygaard gets a terrific time penalty as well. Over the 4 drivers with a time penalty, and looking for them sadly. But a long race to go, still 22 laps, and look at Sygate, gonna try the maximum attack, they touch a little bit.
Yeah, they touched there on
maximum
attack's off the track. He's way off the track.
And he saves it. Oh,
he crashed, he crashed. He's out of the race.
No, he's still here.
How is he still here? His car is destroyed. What is going on?
He lost his whole front wing.
He lost everything. He had a serious crash there. He went way off. He was struggling the last couple of corners. What's he doing?
He was struggling a lot there with the rear end. It looks like now he's just going to let guards pass.
I think that's good.
But as Raymond says, what a save. He had an awesome save before he did crash, sadly.
Yeah, but I hope he stays in the race because sometimes the guys lose their heads and they sort of give up. But come on, maximum attack, get into the pit, and this might still be okay.
Yeah, if you're going to pit and retire from the league race, of course, it's good. Oh, Atlas Cope puts me around out of Chapel. But if you do retire from a race, we're very thankful that you do it in the pits, of course, but still, we would want to have you all the way to the end, and of course, a lot can happen.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, 16 drivers will not be finishing this race, and there will probably, like everything points to, there will be a safety car, and with a bit of luck, you're climbing back up the board again. So, come on, maximum attack, get back into the race. We want you back.
And maximum attack does get a 5-second time penalty.
Which sort of guess is that he's going to retire, or?
That was my thought as well, but he hasn't done it yet. I hope he stays here and doesn't retire. Of my whole league racing career of 2.5 years, I think I have retired in the pit 2 times. One of the times, 4 laps left, I was lost, damaged, and the safety car was just over. So I went to the pit because I was so mad.
Is back.
The other time was actually
from 16th place.
The other time I retired was actually in TTML a few seasons ago, and that was because I got a rear wing damage. I think it was the first season on the F1 2021 game, and I got a wing damage on the rear wing, so I basically lost the car in each corner. And of course then I retired in the pit. But those are the only times of 2.5 years where I have retired in the pit.
Okay, now I'm cheering for maximum attack now. I want to be a safety car, and I want to see him climbing back up. He's 30 seconds behind the field.
Yeah.
So
of course we commentators are not. We can't of course we can give them a boost of motivation, but we can't go cheer on one driver the whole race. But of course,
we can.
The maximum attack have showed great pace in one shot and the sprint qualifying, and he can be in the top here in F4. So I want him to get back here in the race. He's 31 seconds behind. But a lot can happen in the next 20 laps, so I hope he can get back as he have a big potential.
Roygaard has moved up to 6th place now. He has a time penalty, but he's up to 6th and sitting nicely.
Look behind Jansu as well. The 2 Welsh driving for ESW, Benjamin and Camels, the Dragons. Gonna try to get past Jansu for P11. These are also some drivers who wasn't like at the start and lost it. They're a little bit further behind, but not that much.
We see most of the action is at the back of the field here, apart from maximum attack. But we definitely have from 11th place down to 13th, 14th place. We've got some close action. But the front, Ira Mike is not closing the gap to Storm.
And Mike also got a solid gap to Jamie, and Jamie also have a penalty. So I think Mike and Storm are just taking it easy now. But of course it will be interesting later as Jansu almost loses his car there. As we got told in the chat that there will be 20 minutes of heavy rain, so there's a chance that it will be intermediates later.
We hope we get a change of something along the way. We got a yellow flag.
Maximum attack crash out of turn 5, and it's a safety car.
Oh,
interesting. Sad for maximum attack. He did strong today. We were just a little bit unlucky with that.
So everybody's going into the pits now.
We have a D in the chat saying, "Nice, this race is over." I'm a little bit confused if it's one of the drivers or what. As we have many drivers going into the pit, we'll have to get on the tires again on stream to see what tires they pit for. Are they going to go on a new set of wet or intermediates?
Who is Dinan?
I'm not sure if it's one of the drivers. But it is wet tires for the drivers. Of course, I don't know the exact weather forecast, but if it were soon to be light rain, of course, then I would go for intermediates. As I think Williams' driver is going to pitch for intermediates or not. Or is it? Yeah, there's someone pitting. Jansu.
Oh, Jansu goes on. But that's going to be crazy.
Yeah, and the top 4.
Do you not think it's too early? It's too early to put on.
It was maximum attack in the chat.
Okay.
Dinan, you had an awesome pace, and of course we saw that in the start of this race. We saw it in sprint qualifying. We saw it in a one shot, and it will get back stronger next week. I'm not sure what track. I'm going to check that, but still, don't take it too hard, mate. It's always going to be a few races like this, but you'll get back even stronger. And next week is actually China, which I think is an underrated track. I like it. As Camels have left the lobby, maybe some problems. But I like China. I like the track, and I think it's an underrated one. So
maximum attack. We were sort of cheering for you to get back up into the field there. So I'd say the opposite. Take this really hard. Take it really, really hard, and get training for China because we want you back. Oh no, Jansu's out of the race.
Oh.
Yes, there's intermediate. It didn't work.
Yeah, the intermediate didn't work then. So Williams and Alpine have lost a driver tonight.
Maximum attack come back stronger, man. That's a pity for Jansu. We're down to 14 drivers.
Yes. But of course, this is good for the few ones who lost it at the start of the race or had a few spins. They can now catch back up again. And of course, if the rain, if there's going to be a wet condition the whole race, as I see, the AI of Cameron is actually passing Kiki, I think.
Yeah, I think what happens there? Cameron's on AI.
He lost that.
So yeah, his car's driving past.
Yeah, that's not good. Let's hope it doesn't keep doing that. But yeah, I think the wet tires can go the whole race, but it depends on if it's supposed to be heavier in the whole race. And if not, what advantage does Kermit and everyone behind him have on the top 4 drivers now?
Yeah, I mean, Kermit and Røygaard could be sitting really strong now.
Jansu in the chat say, don't know why the game suggested intermediates.
Just for the fun, man. It's just to give us commentators something to talk about. We've got this button on our steering wheel, which is commentator curse. And whenever we push it, it gives out random weird messages to the pit crew. Okay, that's one of us throw on intermediate just for the TV entertainment. So, Jansu, thanks for that.
Thanks for that, yeah. We appreciate it. So, Safecar's still there. I think it's going to go in this lap as the AI of Cameron, Kiki, and Atlas are really close now.
It'll be fun now to see what happens with Storm and Ivor. There was a 3-second gap between them during the race before it happened, so we'll see how close Ivor Mike stays to Storm.
Gonna be interesting to check out that one, yeah. So
Jansu, give us your predictions, and Maximum Attack, give us your predictions straight from Silverstone. We can get hot predictions from 2 of the wacky racers, Maximum Attack and Jansu. Predictions for the podium.
Give us them. Safecar is in this lap, so I'm on board with Storm. Of course, I like the camera angle. If you go on board with someone and look backward, I think that's a great camera angle for fighting or safety car restarts especially. So gonna get a good angle on how Storm takes the start and if the drivers behind can stay on the back of him or not. Oh, and I think it's already gone for it. Oh, and he gets a really great start actually. I don't think Benjamin saw that, or Mike saw that one coming. Oh no!
Mike's out of the race as he's crashed. Oh no! Mike's out of the race.
Big crash there for the McLaren driver.
What happened to him? Was he sleeping? What happened to him?
I think I think he was sleeping a little bit, as he said, and then he panicked because he had Jamie right behind him, and then he gave
did
a
he
little
know the safety car had gone in? It looked like he was really caught, like he was really like I don't know. Is that a restart? No, we're down to 13 drivers.
13 drivers, and Storm already have a lead of 2 seconds.
Yeah, what a shock to the race! What a shock on the restart. The penalty king, without any penalties today, Sygate moves up to 3rd place, and now we have Kermit in 4th and the Regard in 5th. Man, that was a crazy restart.
That was insane, yeah. Not what I expected. Mike out of the session, and that's understandable. Probably not so happy right now.
Mike, if you're watching this, tell us in the chat what the heck happened there. Were you caught sleeping? It's like it sort of looked like that he wasn't ready for the restart.
Jansen says it will be a chaos. Don't know the top 3. Cameron is also back into the lobby, by the way.
Yeah, that's good. So yeah, Storm, he's got almost 2 seconds, and it's Jamie now in 2nd place.
Jamie in 2nd place, yeah, and we do have a fight for P4, so we're gonna watch this. It's between Kermit, Roygard, Axel, Pascal, Bradley, Sonwell, Benjamin, and Kiki. Storm puts in the fastest lap of the race so far, 140, I think it was. I'm not sure the next numbers, but it was.
We got 3 drivers now who've driven 9 laps on these wet tyres. So the top 3 drivers, it's going to be interesting to see the difference, which is 7 laps between the other drivers.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see if there's going to be a difference, and if there's going to be a difference, how big difference will it be?
Janzu should fire his pit crew and get a new pit crew advice for next week, because that was a pity that they put on intermediate.
It was, and
okay, who have we not given any enough broadcast time till? What about Zonnevel?
Zonnevel, then Axel maybe?
We've got a pretty close down from 11th place, where we have NSR Kiki right in front of him. We have ESW Benjamin, and then we've got Zonnevel and NSR Bradley. Pretty close to all of them. Benjamin looks like he's going to be passed right now. Yes, he is, by NSR Kiki. Go for it, man. Push the overtake button. Push it. Push it.
You have the driver go down. I'm going to take it a little bit careful. Then you have the commentator. Push the button. Go for it.
Looked like he didn't want to pass him. It was like, come on, go. But he got it there. Yeah, so he's up to NSR Kiki is up to 10th place now. Yeah, Jansu's fired his pit
lead. And I was going to mention as well, Jansen says they are fired, and that's good here. Yeah, so another pit crew waiting for you at Shanghai International Circuit in China for next week's race. I haven't mentioned it on stream, but I thought we'll give it a small chat. And I see that there's a few drivers here on the grid using blue and yellow helmets. Right now we do have Storm, Jamie, we have Axel, we have Bradley, Benjamin. Those are the ones using a blue and yellow helmet. We're not going to get too much politics into this, but of course we all know what's happening in the world right now. And I was going to say, I really like it that some drivers have a blue and yellow helmet for the Ukrainian flag. Of course, it's a nice gesture to do. Of course, I don't think we have to get into details to talk too much about it. but we all know what we're talking about. And yeah, I just think it's nice to mention what some drivers with a helmet. I really like it, so respect for that.
Respect to all drivers racing for peace.
Yes. So now then, so Saget did get a penalty, and now it's with 3-second time penalty. Roygaard have lost out on Kermit. Storm just puts in faster and faster laps and increases his lead.
Yeah, he does. Again, dare we say it, that Passels is sitting in 7th place now, and if the 3 guys out in front are going to start struggling after a while in those tyres, Passels is going to move up again. That guy, Passels, like moving up the leaderboard. And who else? How's it going with Zonnefeld? Oh, he's close, right on Bradley.
I thought for once we actually take a look at the penalties, as we did get a question in chat. And here we have them. There's not so much, so that's why I thought we'll take a look at it. We have Kiki with 3 seconds, Roygaard with 3, Saget with 3, and Jamie with 3.
Yeah, and yeah, I mean, right at the moment, even Storm has the luxury. Oh, what happened?
Roygaard.
It's
Roygaard. I'm so glad you did that now, because I was about to mention Roygaard having climbed 10 places and being the second driver of the ones who had pitted, and now he's lost.
Did he hit anything? He got damage, or is he okay?
Sure, I don't think there's any damage. I think he just spun out from himself.
Yeah.
Or no.
Just take it easy going through here, because it could be a little bit slippy right now, and it's a typical thing to do that. Once these drivers, they crash out, and it's they just get back in onto the track, and they have to catch up as fast as possible. And when you're only thinking of catching up as fast as possible, then the obvious thing to do is just push too hard and slide out again.
Yeah. So Saget did close in the back gap on Jamie a little bit, and now he's pulling away again. So this could be a fight for P2 then maybe, and we're only halfway into the race, and there's still a lot that can happen with the strategies, safety cars, and if Saget breaks very late there to try and catch on Jamie, but also if it turns into light train, and if it would be, I don't think it's going to be dry, considering what the driver said in chat earlier, but if it were to be dry in the end of the race, that would also be really cool.
Yeah, well, it'd be cool to get some differences of strategy going on here. But so far, pretty impressive driving by Storm, 72 UK out in front, and penalty free.
Kiki! Into the back of
Zonnefeld, that.
Kiki really wants to get past here now in Aston Martin, fighting with the Red Bull car, Red Bull who used to be Aston Martin Red Bull Racing, not anymore, as Aston Martin is an own team.
Yeah, that's nice. There you go, he gets a penalty. Zonnefeld is going to be under a pretty tough attack here from Kiki, because Kiki is getting through these S-swings a lot easier than Zonnefeld.
Yeah, and I gotta say, Kiki's doing good now. In the first 2 races he did struggle a lot. I think he's had a break from league racing, not to race so much, but he's back in the rain now. He's looking really fast. Of course, he's still in the back of these drivers, and you see up there Bradley getting really close and past them.
Guys in the front now, they've put on 13 laps of on these tyres, so they're going to start noticing it soon.
Oh, it's in the pit. Roygaard retiring in the pit then.
No, Roygaard!
And drivers, remember, if you retire in the pit, you do lose many points here, because in TTML top 19 gets points.
Yeah, come on, Roygaard. You know what points means, man? Points means that you're the champion at the end of the season.
Roygaard, who was in the championship fight last season, F5 with the driver currently P2, Jamie. Jamie ended up taking it in the last race of the season, and that's a race I'm never going to forget.
So Axel KRS7 has actually moved up 8 places as well in this race, which is We haven't spoken a lot about him. He hasn't got anybody right in front of him. There's no real battle going on in front of him. He is defending from behind. Passels is right behind him. But Passels is the type of driver he can sort of hang on for a while. So Axel as well is sitting pretty comfortably there.
It is. I'm watching him now as you have a long train behind him all the way down to P12 actually. And then the top 4 have more comfortable gaps between them. Sygate lost a little bit to Jamie. Jamie closed in a little bit on Storm, and Kermit having a decent gap as well, on 1.5 seconds up to Sygate. Oh, Kiki around in the last corners. Sonnenwald with a time penalty. So it's not that much going on. Of course, even with this, normally we would call it the DRS train, but of course it's not DRS now. But because there isn't any DRS, and it's of course very different from normal racing in the rain, it's hard for the drivers to overtake. So I see Roygard and Mike in the chat not really happy about what happened. None of them likes the rain.
Yeah, but it's points, guys. Come on, it's points. You just got to stay in there. Right now we're down to 12 drivers. What did you said 10 or 9 or how many?
You were at 10, I were at 9, I think.
Yeah. We're on lap 15 and 26, and this game demands so much focus, especially in the rain, and like you're sliding off the track, you get damaged, you need to go in, you got to get it fixed, but you've got to hold on. We got yellow flag on sector 1 and 2, something going on.
It's just a car. Oh, Kiki has crashed. I thought it was.
We're down to 11 drivers.
Wow, that's how much we're focusing. Wow, well done to us. But Kiki out of the race, so 5 drivers out of the race then.
Oh man, Cam Rules at the back of the grid now. Cam Rules, hang on, you're going to climb up this grid soon, I think. So we're on lap 15 of 26. And still, the guys at the front, the top 3, have now put in 15 laps on those wet tyres.
Oh, Roger says I said 11 and you said 9.
What, 9? If I could change that, I'd say actually... Yeah, I'd go lower than 9 right now. I'd say 8.
I think the lowest we have ever had was Sandwort last season. I think we had 4 or 5 finishers out of 16 or 15. So, and that was also rain. That was the first race of Trailhunter, and wow.
It demands a lot of focus. I was talking to somebody yesterday about what's it like being like a serious gamer who practices and trains for these races, and I'm like, I mean, it's pretty intense. It's people that don't drive this game. It's really crazy. I tell people like, yeah, you know, like if you see guys playing FIFA or Call of Duty, and they can look away from the screen for a second, it's no problem. You can't look away from the screen in this game. If you look away for a second, you could be like off the track. It's insane. It demands a high level of focus.
That's why we F1 esports drivers are a whole different breed, because in most other games, I'm not talking down on other games, of course, but the difference is, take FIFA, Call of Duty and stuff, or Call of Duty, you could maybe go in a house a little bit and take a drinking pause or something.
Be a sniper.
Yeah, or just small camping for a few seconds or something. You can't do that in this game. Just trying to get something to drink is hard. If you want something to drink, you have to open the bottle before the race, so it is always open. And then when you get out on the straight, you can have it. And take this track. You can maybe do it towards Wellington Straight, if not Hangar Straight. But again, if you're fighting with other drivers, or in this situation, you for many of these drivers, you always have someone around you. That's not going to be easy. And a dry race is normally about 45-50 minutes, and a rain races with safety car can go almost up to 1 hour with 50% races. So, yeah, driving F1, it's something for itself.
Yeah, it sure is. We got a lot of we got very close drivers now, all the way from Axel in 5th place and all the way down we're less than 1 second from 5th place to each driver, from 5th to 6th, 6th, 7th, all the way down to 11th place where we have Cameron. So these positions will change before the end of the race. Atlas Coppo in 10th place. The Norwegian flag might get onto the podium. Come on, Atlas Coppo, you can do it.
We see also Mike, and we're just discussing the chat. Mike saying, just getting into a rhythm, and Setcar hits completely knocked me out of rhythm. Also say that he had a lot of chatters in the party, so on the restart about Cam's situation. So, of course, that's why when I do league races, when I did TTML yesterday, I sat with, or in TTML F2 and F3 we are 4 Norwegians, no 5 in total, so we are in voice chat. But in TNRL I only sit with my NSR teammates, which are 4 people in first division. Those are the only one that I sit with. I can't take many people talking, and like me and my NSR mates in TNRL.
Oh, Bradley! Oh. Bradley's gone off the track.
Bradley been around here.
He's
and Jamie
okay.
picks up a penalty.
Bradley, come on, man. Straighten up that car. Bradley is put off the track there. He's only put in 10 laps, but Cameron gets a penalty.
Let's go, Benjamin.
Action starting to happen now.
So yeah, basically, me and the guys, we actually made rules before the season for the voice chats, how it's gonna be. We actually have rules for that, because of course, when you drive in league race, you have to focus all the time. Every single second, every single 100 counts here. You can't look away for a second, of course, as you said. So focus is important, and when you have many people talking in the background on your headset, it's really hard to focus.
Yeah, it definitely is. And at the front here we have Storm 72, who's now opened up the 3-second lead. That safe 3-second lead, just in case you get a time penalty.
Storm still gets it in fastest lap of the race. Well done to him. I don't think the top 3 are going to do a pit stop. So
no, they can't now.
Of course, it's only reason they would pit now is for intermediates. But look at Atlas Coppo. He had picked up the pace now, right to the back of Sonwell for P7. After that, we have a 2-second gap up to Passel. So Roygaard says, why should it constantly rain in Silverstone? It's Britain, mate. It's Britain.
Oh no! Somebody's off the track. Who's off the track? It's Passel.
I'm disqualified. No!
He's driving the wrong way. He doesn't know where the track is. Oh no, Passel.
And Benjamin Atlas Coppo fighting. Now we're down to 10 drivers at Benjamin and Atlas Coppo. Look at them fighting, going side by side. Also
but Bradley, what happened? Bradley is. I mean, what's going on here? No, Pastels, go to the pit. Go to the pit, man. Go to the pit.
Look at this now, Benjamin Cameron's on the inside of Benjamin. Into cups actually. Benjamin has to go off track. And Cameron's
stopped on the track.
Well done. At least I got max points in qualifying, Mike says, and of course he did. He won the sprint qualifying. Now we have
Atlas Coppo is really close here.
Look at him now on the outside of Sonveld, and he is passed. Atlas Coppo. Ray Meter says, no, that happened to me as well. Codis need to fix that. Yeah, it's too much of that when you want to turn. Oh, Sygate has spun around. Sygate have spun. And Kermit is up to P3 now. But yeah, the thing when you want to turn around in the game, the game can easily disqualify you. Oh, Sygate around again with his tires.
Oh no! A serious crash.
Oh, I saw something happen here, but
Sygate was it?
Yeah,
who put out there?
Sygate spun, but he did ghost. So, but it could be the reaction because he goes. No, Benjamin around as well. So much going on.
Man, what happened there? It's like, I don't know. It's like I thought like
Sygate had already spun in the last corner, so his tires were warm or overheated. So he spun again in turn 1, and yeah, I'm not sure what happened with the other driver behind him. But
Yeah, so Bradley actually passes Saget now, pushes.
Oh!
Oh no! Oh, Saget said, I don't think so, and just went onto the side of Bradley. Bradley's passed him. Saget now off the track again and down to 10th place. We're down to 10 drivers.
Yeah, it looks like Saget went wide there off track, and I'm not sure if he did, but it looked like he waited for Bradley to pass because that was really a little too harsh defending, hitting Bradley and then going off track himself. But Camel's now on Sonneveld, so that's actually the only fight we have at the moment. 10 drivers left then.
Yeah, these guys at the front now, these two have 20. They're gonna be 25, 26 laps on those tires. They should be able to manage.
Should, and I say only a few more laps to go, and the field is so spread up.
The time penalties are important here as well. Jamie can't really let up because he is sitting there with some time penalty.
You can actually maybe lose to Kermit, and Kermit is one of the fresher tires.
Yeah, that's true. So Jamie has to. Sorry, it's Jamie has to keep pushing.
See, Mike says track results are a nightmare for no traction drivers. Storm on medium traction, so he's chilling unless he spins.
Respect anybody driving without assist here. It's it's crazy.
Yeah. Driving without ABS and traction in the rain, that's fun. As I've said before, I prefer driving in the rain. That's my favorite. I don't know why, I just love it. But now look at Camels on Sonneveld. Sonneveld had a bad exit, and Camels is using all the DRS.
Come on! Oh, he's passing there. You can't pass there. No.
Don't take a Hamilton, please.
Oh, that was close. Red Bull in that corner is not popular.
Nah. And that's Saget spun again, I think. Oh, look at Camels now. He's going to try to Sonneveld. Oh, almost touches. But now he do have a lot of ERS to use the Haas driver.
Oh, he's got to use it quickly. He's got to get past him. He's got to wait.
I see Raymeter says Atlas Copa just turned off ABS, so struggling in the rain. Yeah, that's a struggle there. And we can now see just a telling between Mike and Roy got in the chat.
Oh, Camerals almost off the track. Nice save, Camerals. Oh, but unfortunately Sonneveld then now opened up a second distance. He was pretty close, but he was pushing hard there, Camerals. But Mike get back into it because Sonneveld braking very hard there in front of him.
Now Bradley and Benjamin fighting, so it is the ESW driver. One of them is defending, one of them is attacking.
We have a yellow flag. Why?
Saget into the pit. Penalty. Is going to retire, or does he?
No!
What?
Camerals into the back of Sonneveld. These guys are having a serious battle here. It's nothing sinister. I think it was just a bit heavy braking by Sonneveld, so I don't know. Camerals had nowhere really to go in the middle of that corner. Get the camera on this battle between Sonneveld and Camerals. Watch this. Here we go.
So Saget not retiring, so I think he's going to go for the fastest lap of the race then, as we see Saget and Cameron and Sonneveld going side by side down towards Stowe here in the hangar straight, and I think Cameron's got that position.
Yeah, he sure does. It was cool. We're in lap 23 of 26. Sonneveld. Yeah, that was that could have been Sonneveld. Okay, I'm not going to say anything in that one, but the opposite just happened like on the last lap, and these guys have had a little back and forth, but he got some damage there in his car, Sonneveld, so he's going to be struggling around here. Yeah,
looks like we almost got a remaking of the 2019 Vettel Verstappen incident there.
Yes! But Sonneveld is going to lose. Yeah, he's losing a load of time now. He's going to.
Bradley with a penalty just as we go on board with him.
So this is the thing. Benjamin has to stay focused now because he'll be able to move up potentially. Let me see. Benjamin could move up at least 1 or 2 places. There's penalties ahead of him at the moment. ESW Benjamin is penalty free.
There's of the 10 drivers, half of them are penalty free at the moment. Still a few laps to go, and talking about we talked about Jamie and his gap and penalty, and he has actually just increased his gap to Kermit. As Saget's pick up another penalty, but for him it doesn't matter because he's over a minute behind Bradley in P10. But of course, Saget's still in the race. P10, a lot of points to pick up, and maybe since he has fresh starts, he would try for the fastest lap as well.
Yeah, Sygate, he might be going for a penalty king, so he might even pick up some more before the end of the race.
And Antetokounmpo!
No! Antetokounmpo's out of the race!
And Solo goes into the pit.
Oh, there! He crashed there!
Oh!
He crashed at the start finish. Oh, no. Our Norwegian flag is not going to be on the podium.
It isn't. Solomon into the pits, of course, because of his damage. So, 9 drivers left in the race then.
Down to 9 drivers. Oh, no.
No safety car though.
Maximum attack. Janzu, Ivor Mike, Rygaard. Oh, no! Oh, Cameron's way off the track and manages to get on again. Cameron's take it easy, man.
We have a P5 here. Cameron's having struggling. In his first race he didn't drive. Last week he got disqualified, and now he's driving for a P5 here.
Got disqualified?
Yeah, he fell out in qualifying, and he joined back. He joined back, which is not allowed in TTML. It's an automatic disqualification if he joins back in the qualifying.
That's pretty.
In the race, I think you can do it, but not in the qualifying. Because
around the 9 drivers and second last lap.
Roger says, Beck, you was right, 9.
Oh man, it's not over yet.
It isn't. On with Bradley now, as Storm and Jamie, they have started the second last lap of the race. Bradley may have been still on lap 24 here.
Yeah, and Bradley has got those 3-second time penalties. Benjamin still penalty free. So yeah, I mean, we should give some time to some broadcasting time, I guess, to Storm 72, because it's been a pretty impressive to stay penalty free and lead with over 2 seconds.
Yeah, for first having another great in the one shot I saw in this time, he was 24 seconds behind, so he probably spun in the one shot qualifying, starting P9, last of the drivers, so he did get a time. He then climbs up to P2 in the sprint qualifying, and now he has leaded this race, the whole race, I think, and he hasn't pitted, no penalties, so yeah.
I mean, no. Is it possible to drive 26 laps on wet?
Yes. I would say
it
so.
Is. Yeah, and he's still setting really fast lap times here as well.
So we started last lap of the race now, so we'll just stick with him for the end here. So yeah, and Jamie have actually closed in a lot, but of course Jamie do have penalties, so it doesn't do anything for him.
Yeah.
It would be nice to see the tire wear on these drivers though, Jamie and Storm, because those are the only one who haven't pitted.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, they must be pretty worn out. I mean, it's impressive. Anybody that finishes this race penalty free is that's impressive. It's focus. It's impressive. Yeah, nice going. And for all you guys that didn't finish the race, come back again stronger. Next week we're flying to China.
It's a long flight, so remember to pack your blankets, remember your headphones, and have a And also have you need to have a good music taste, so we have some good music. But Storm then, having done an amazing job today, starting P2, going straight into the lead, and he has been leading from that point. He has been leading from turn 1 or 2 at lap 1, and on this last lap, with his 26 lap old tires, he's 2 tenths up on his lap time. So, yeah, Storm, absolutely amazing. He's gonna increase the lead, or he's now gonna take the lead in the championship and not being tied with Kermit, so Kermit's gonna lose it a little bit. Jamie picking up many points as well. But it's going to be Storm 72 UK taking the victory here at Silverstone. So a home Grand Prix victory for him and the fastest lap of the race at the end. Jamie P2. Kermit is going to cross the line and take P3. So a 1-3 for Mercedes. Not bad for them. And Saget getting P9. Next one will be Axel Kieres 7 in P4. And Strider for the Williams driver as well. Camerals getting some good points here tonight after not getting finishing or driving the other two races. P5, and it's for the Dragon. And his Dragon friend Benjamin is going to cross the line in P6 with Bradley right behind him. Bradley do have penalties. Cross the line, takes P7. Sunveld is the next and last one, and he will take P8.
Congrats to everybody that finished the race. Nice driving, and it seemed like pretty. I mean, we predicted much more chaos at the start of the race, but the drivers give each other. It looked like they give each other enough respect and space. So nice going. We want to see clean driving here in TTML.
Yeah, Storm in the chat saying he did a practice earlier on rain, so we had a great setup. I'm gonna ask for the interview with these top 3 drivers, and that's something we need here.
Driver of the day, Axel KRS 7.
Who's your driver today then?
It's gotta be it's gonna be gonna give it to okay, I'm gonna give it to Storm because that was just impressive. It's really because to be penalty free, like it's just like impressive enough.
Yes. So I'm not sure. I wonder where Storm. He did amazing today. Penalty free, leading from turn 1/2, somewhere around there. So yeah, but also Axel.
And
I have to
fastest
mention him
lap as well.
Yeah, fast lap as well. But also Axel, he did climb from P30 to P4, and he also didn't have penalties. So I think it's of course, it's important for the drivers because TTML has an app where it sets up a system of result and drive today. But I give 50 to Axel and 50 to Storm, and since he uses Storm, then Storm is driver of the day in TTML F4. Here are the results: Storm, Jamie, Kermit, Axel, Camel, Benjamin, Bradley, Sullivan, Saget, Alcoba, Pascal, Kiki, Roygard, Mike, Jadsu, and Maximum Attack. Only top 9 finishing, and the podium is British.
It sure is, which is good for the Silverstone crowd.
This, and I'm gonna add. Let's see, Benjamin in chat very happy as well, and Storm not driving next week because of work. I'm gonna try to add the few drivers into the voice chat and see if they come in. Maybe that as well. So we'll invite Kermit, Storm, and Jamie. Now we just need some like elevator music or lobby waiting music. But we can't do that. Copyrights. Jamie is up for an interview, at least I see in the chat here. So he will be invited as well. Yeah. Hit Jamie. Yeah, give us questions in the chat as well. So now we're just waiting for the top 3 drive.
I haven't got my phone; it's gone empty now. But yeah, hopefully, somebody in the chat can give us a cool question to ask.
Yes. We did have a lot of viewers today. I think most of the time we were at over 15 actually. I think for the qualifying, the one shot and one shot sprint qualifying in the start of the race, we were about 19 or 20, and then it dropped a little bit down to 15, 16, 17. But yeah, nice to have so many. And if you haven't followed us yet and click the notification bell, you will have to do that, of course. Is Jamie just the best driver you've ever seen? Like, honestly, Jamie says asks in the chat. I'm still waiting for them to join the voice chat. I have added them though.
Is that a question we have to ask Jamie? If he's the best driver we've ever seen? We can ask that.
But they need to join the voice chat.
Yeah, I guess these guys don't. Yeah, they're not going to share their mics, correct? Either. So.
Yeah, that's something we gotta remind it in the start.
Yeah.
And I think I've been in around the league for about 2 years, a little bit over 2 years, and I've never seen Kermit in a voice chat and never heard his voice, and I think it's gonna keep it like that. Jamie joins very soon. He's downstairs, he says. But Storm and Kermit, please interview.
Yeah, and one way it's cool to if Kermit he has the secret identity. That's also I think yeah, it's okay.
But we'll get an interview with Jamie, so we'll just have to wait for him, and then we'll see if the others join as well.
Yeah, and we have to find out what ITSS is. Do you know what it is?
What?
ITSS Jamie. It's Jamie.
Now we're waiting.
So, Jamie, congratulations on the podium. What does and for? Well, I was sitting with some friends and we were trying to come up with something really spectacular, and we came up with international track superstar speed Jamie.
I like
that's
it.
What we came up
that
with.
Sounds,
so
that could be the right one, yeah.
Everybody thinks it's like it's Jamie, but it's not. That's not what it stands for.
I don't. I'm a little bit skeptic to Kermit and Storm. I don't think they're gonna join.
Okay, I'm gonna give him 10 seconds and then I'm out of here.
Jamie is back, he says in the chat. But you have to join the voice chat.
Yes.
Now. We don't have the whole
he's
meeting.
Here. Hello.
Jamie! And first thing we're gonna say for you, is your voice shared?
He's got a very low voice.
Yeah, I can't hear him either.
No, me either.
Storm never does interview mics.
That's cool. Yeah, that's legendary.
Oh god, not again, Jamie says. What's the problem, Jamie?
This means that we just make up answers for Jamie. You can be Jamie. I can ask you the questions. You can be Jamie, right?
Go on.
So, Jamie, at what point did you realize you were going to get in the podium today?
From when I woke up this morning.
Hey man, you have to do a different voice.
From when I woke up this morning. you have a little lighter voice though. Okay. Yeah, I woke up this morning and I thought that tonight I'm gonna get a podium with TTML.
Yeah, great. And how much training have you done during the week on Silverstone?
Since Jamie is here now, he can answer that. He's here. See, that's what I told you. He has a light voice. But Jamie, have you been in the voice chat and checked that your audio is shared, or your microphone is shared? Yeah, well, so I don't think the Mercedes drivers are going to go in the voice set. Of course, the other driver here is a Red Bull driver, so I think Kermit and Storm is a little too afraid, if I'm right here. But, Jamie, we have to know, what team is ITSS? Is it just, it's Jamie? And there he disappeared again.
Oh, did we lose him?
Yeah. I think he has a
Oh,
problem with his mic, as Kermit says media silence. Okay then.
okay. Then let's just give a big congratulations to all of the guys that finished the race, all the guys that went penalty free, and thanks for the amazing action and focus around Silverstone. Mr. Piraya, where are we next week?
Next week we are at Shanghai International Circuit in China, and I haven't done league racing or commentating there since I think it's been 1.5 years, to be honest. This was 2020 on F1 2020, and was the last time. Jamie, back again. Hello again.
Hello.
So just take us quickly. How was today's race for you?
A bit wet and boring.
Yeah, not much happening around you, but it did climb in the podium. Are you happy with your result?
Yeah, I got on the podium like 2 times, but then now it's actually the podium.
So yeah, are you looking forward to next week in China?
No.
No, not many. Is that?
It's a long trip to take the flight all the way to China.
Yeah.
For all the viewers, for everybody streaming across the world, Jamie, congratulations on the podium.
And they're spinning again.
Mr. Piraya, what's your favorite part of the China track?
I will have to say the first corners. You know, like you have a long right, and then it turns to left, and I really like it because you can go side by side with right for the whole of that whole part there, and that's really fun to do. And then keep it all the way down towards the corner where Ricardo dived on many drivers a few years ago in Red Bull. So
that long right is like it just goes on and on.
Yeah. I like that. So yeah, next week, 8 p.m. UK time, 21:00 in Central Europe time. Be sure to be here for all of our Twitch. Also on YouTube, League Racing TV. There are racing there as well. And thanks to everyone for watching. Thanks for being here, and thanks to Buck getting a safe trip home from Gran Canaria and being back with us. So hope you all will have a wonderful evening and a wonderful weekend. Thank you and goodbye.